Hey Scott, how are you? Not bad, thanks. Thanks for joining. Season finale this week of the quiz. It will be back sometime in the new year. So I'll put your name down if you're playing. Yeah, very true. Okay. Well, we'll start quite soon. See who else is playing. So I've got you down. Yeah, there'll be a couple of other questions that are related to video games, but not exactly about video game movies. But mostly it'll be on movies. 3 rounds tonight. Yeah. That is fair. There's been a couple of good shows because of The Last of Us and what was the one that came out last year? What was that one called? Damn it. It's gone in my head now. The Amazon one from last year was good as well. Fallout, that's it. Fallout was good. When I was researching the questions today, there's ones I'd forgotten about which were based on video games. Some of them I didn't know were video games. Okay. Yeah, you should definitely check out both. Fans of the games seem to be happy with them as well. For the most part. I think I've heard one or two complaining, but I think most of them are happy with them. Yeah. So we'll probably wait another 4 or 5 minutes before starting. And there will be a horror stream on Friday. I'll be watching In a Violent Nature. First time watch for me. One of those indie horror movies which has been getting buzz this year. So that stream will be Friday. Yeah. Hopefully, because some of the horror movies that have got buzz this year, I haven't actually been so keen on. But I'm always looking out for like sort of indie gems. So yeah, fingers crossed it'll be good. It's on Shudder because it's a Shudder original. I actually lucked out because I got the DVD for free because my neighbour had it and gave it to Mum to give to me because for whatever reason he didn't want it back. Maybe he saw it and didn't like it or didn't want to bother. Yeah, I need to rewatch those, Scott, because I was a little bit disappointed with them. I think they both had great promise, but I never really liked them as much as I was hoping. But I will rewatch them. Hopefully get into them a bit more on a rewatch. So the 3 rounds tonight are there will be like a 90s and noughties and guilty pleasure round first of all. Then there will be a tagline round, and then the third round will be random stuff. So rounds 1 and 3 are both multiple choice. Whereas the tagline round, you just have to guess what the movie is based on the tagline. Yeah, I think there's a group of people who agree with you, Scott. I actually quite like Alien 3, though. I think Alien 3 gets a bad rap. I've not seen the assembly cut, though, of that, because I know the assembly cut is meant to fix some of the problems. We'll say another minute. Say another minute and then we'll start round 1. And at the moment, it's just you, Scott, so you can get a head start. Although there's a few in the chat, so maybe we'll have a couple more in a minute. Yeah, I kind of appreciate Alien 3 for doing some different things, for taking some chances. Yeah, it's a good cast, no doubt. I've not seen the fourth one for ages, so I can't really comment on that one. I know that one gets a lot of mixed reactions as well. Okay. Well, let's do round one anyway, Scott, and then we can see if more people will join us. So round one is 90s, 2000s guilty pleasures. Multiple choice, as I said. Yeah. That does seem to be a trend, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's better than that. That's fair. Okay. Have I got right? Okay. So question one. Multiple choice, remember. Who directed the 90s Super Mario Brothers film? Was it A, James Luca? Was it B, Stephen E. D'Souza? C, Rocky Morton? Or D, Paul W.S. Anderson? We're coming in with a classic. And this will be fast because you're the only one playing at the moment. You think it's B? No. Not quite, Scott. It was C. It was Rocky Morton. The other three have all directed video game movies. But yeah, it was Rocky Morton, directed Super Mario Brothers. So question two, sticking on Super Mario Brothers from 1993. Which of these games influenced the idea for the movie Super Mario Brothers? Was it A, Super Mario World, B, Super Mario Brothers 2, C, Super Mario All-Stars, or D, Super Mario's 64? Super Mario Brothers 2, says Scott. No, didn't get that one. It's Super Mario World. That was the main influence. Okay. Well, just because I have to fit a Buffy-related question into every quiz, so I'm going to stick up an image. They have Mortal Kombat Annihilation. But the question is, which two Buffy stars... Yeah, no problem. Which two Buffy stars appear in Mortal Kombat Annihilation? Yeah, I haven't seen it for ages. So, which two Buffy stars appear in Mortal Kombat Annihilation? Is it A, Robella Lamonti and Brian Thompson? B, Masata Vader and Alison Hannigan? C, Robella Lamonta and James Masters? Or is it D, Masato Vader and Brian Thompson? See if you can get your first point. Oh, no. No, sorry, Scott. It was actually D. It was Maseta Valda and Brian Thompson. They were both in that movie. Neither have I. It's just something I know. So just for Buffy fans, Maseta Valda was the substitute teacher in the episode Teacher's Pet. So she's the praying mantis lady, basically. That's who she is. And Brian Thompson had two roles in Buffy. He played Luke in the pilot episode, and he later on played the judge. Yeah, I was trying to think of the character's name, the judge, in season 2, the big blue demon. So he had two roles, and he's a bit of a character actor when it comes to playing like villains in sci-fi or horror. The praying mantis one. Yeah, everyone does. Not always for the right reasons, but they do remember it. Okay, gonna have a trailer now.
Formerly at war with the Kilrathi.
In the final battle for Earth, a team of untested pilots
Lieutenant J.G. Christopher Blair.
Todd, Maniac Marshall.
Lieutenant Commander Devereaux.
is our last hope
Did you just do that to impress me?
for survival.
Prepare for the jump.
Wish me luck.
Gear up,
Battle stations! Battle stations!
lock on,
Yeah!
and strike back.
That's not bad.
From 20th Century Fox,
Get out! Get out! I really don't like this guy at all, man.
Freddie Prinze Jr., Saffron Burrows, Matthew Lillard, Checky Cario.
I got two more bogeys coming in hot, 6 o'clock.
This year,
All right, ladies, let's do it.
at the edge of the universe, all hell will break loose. Wing Commander.
I love this baby!
Oh no. Doesn't it look shit? Also, Matthew Lillard with blonde hair is scary. Okay. But the question is, Wing Commander was the second film that Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matthew Lillard had starred in together up to that point. But how many films altogether have they starred together in? Is it A2, B3, C4, or 5D? Or D5, sorry, I should say. Okay, you're saying 3. No, it's actually 5, Scott, believe it or not. Because they were in... I actually forget the other ones. They were in 2 Scooby-Doo movies together, which was after this. Hang on, I'm going to check this. It's easier to check Freddie Prinze Jr. movies. Not that I'm proud of having that in my search history, but for this purpose. Yeah, She's All That. They were in She's All That together as well. There was another one. I've lost it now. Anyway, the answer's 5. Yeah, the answer's 5. Yeah, I don't even remember Freddie Prinze Jr. being in those, but I guess it's because his wife, Sarah Michelle Gellar, was in them. Okay. Yeah, never seen it, I don't think. Next question. Which of these isn't a video game adaptation by German director Uwe Boll? So which of these isn't? Is it A, Alone in the Dark, B, Dead Trigger, C, Postal, or D, In the Name of the King, A Dungeon Siege Tale? Which one of those isn't? Oh, Cindy's straight in. Hello, Cindy. It's good to have another player helping Scott out. Well, you both say D. And you're both wrong. The answer was Dead Trigger with Dolph Lundgren. Now, that was a video game adaptation, but it wasn't one by Uwe Boll. He's done so many. I guess it's because he doesn't know how to tell a story in a film, so it's just easier adapting video games. How's it going, Cindy? I've got you down. So one more question in round 1. Okay, gonna play you a little bit of a clip.
Walk, and sometimes you talk about a place.
I don't remember.
That's why we're gonna go there, so you can remember.
Okay. So the question is, what is the name of the main character of the Silent Hill movie, which came out in 2006? Well, that'll be a yes then, Scott. A, Sybil Burnett, D, Rosa da Silva, or Rose da Silva, I should say, C, Rain Carpenter, or D, DJ? Oh, hey, Sally, how are you? Welcome. Scott says C. Cindy has no clue. I'm sure you've both watched the film at some point. Do you want to take part in the quiz, Sally? I can put your name down. So the answer was B. It was Rose da Silva, played by Rhonda Mitchell. Play a bit more of the clip.
Sharon! Somebody! Help!
Christopher, Sharon's gone. I need your help. I'm not okay. Please, hurry.
The fire started 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's fine, Scott.
I don't know what's happening. Do you know what's going on here? This place is completely cut off.
Only the Dark One opens and closes the door to Silent Hill.
Hey!
Where is she? I'm trying to find my wife.
She looks exactly like Sharon.
Why? Rose, come on! Rose, hurry! It's coming!
What's happening?
Oh!
To find your daughter, you must face the darkness of hell.
It's okay, baby. Mommy's coming.
What a great line. She's an Aussie, isn't she? Rhonda Mitchell. Pretty sure she's one of the multiple ones who started out on Neighbours. Either Neighbours or Home and Away, one of the two. I actually don't mind Silent Hill. I thought it was pretty decent. But then I've not played the video games. But I definitely like the look of it and the atmosphere. And does Sean Bean die in that one? That might be a rare one, he doesn't die. I can't remember now. So that's the end of round one. And there's no points so far. So I'll add Sally to round two if she's taking part. Round two is taglines. So no multiple choice, you just have to try and guess what movie the tagline comes from. Let us know when you're ready, Scott. Okay. No worries. Okay, so it's the tagline round, so yeah. All of these are video game related films. So tagline number 1. Power, justice, darkness, light. What movie does that come from? And they're all pretty generic, these taglines, I've got to say. Power, justice, darkness, light. They do get a bit easier as well. Cindy says Assassin's Creed. Pretty good guess. Doom. Scott says Doom. That's another good guess. Just gonna give half a minute for anyone else who wants to jump in with an answer. Okay, Sally is playing Dead or Alive. Interesting guess from Sally there. The answer was Double Dragon. But good guesses all round. There are some easier ones. So tagline number 2 is very simply survive the horror. Survive the horror. I've heard of it. I've never seen it. It's a great name for a movie, though, or a game, Double Dragon. Cindy says Resident Evil. Sally also says Resident Evil. Scott says Resident Evil. I'm going to play a clip to reveal if you're all right.
In a top-secret research lab, security has been breached. A deadly virus capable of contaminating the entire world has been released.
Oh my god.
We have to get out of this building. What was that? It's the brakes!
It's okay, we're here to help. Now, an elite team.
Oh, Michelle Rodriguez. Didn't know.
5 hours ago, Red Queen went homicidal.
Who's the Red Queen?
State-of-the-art artificial intelligence.
The corporation's keeping a few secrets down here.
But they have only 3 hours left before it begins infecting and mutating the whole human race.
Everyone stay calm.
You have to get out.
Don't listen to anything she says. She's a holographic representation of the Red Queen.
Maybe our only way out of here.
still standing.
She isn't standing now.
No one is immune. Resident Evil.
You're all going to die down here.
It's bullet time, baby. Mira Lokovich, Michelle Rodriguez, Resident Evil. So you all get a point. You're off the mark together. Well, Cindy will tell you it's Pete from Mild Fuzz's favourite ever movie. I do love Michelle Rodriguez, though. She is badass. So yeah, you all get a point. So tagline number 3. They have the looks that kill. I told you they were generic. They have the looks that kill. Okay. That's pretty funny. Any ideas, Sally? Or you can just skip this one. You're on the same points anyway, so. Since sometime in the 80s, I think, Cindy. Sort of 84, I'm guessing. No, it doesn't look like Sally's got an answer. Yeah. It's not the oldest soap, though, in this country. That's Coronation Street. That's been going since the 60s. Okay. It's the movie Sally mentioned earlier. It's DOA, Dead or Alive. They have the looks that kill. Next tagline. Big. Oh, I can't be bothered adding up half points, Cindy. Big. What? Big meets bigger. That's the tagline. Big meets bigger. I'll see how the game goes. Maybe I'll give it half a point. Cindy says Rampage. Pig beats bigger. Scott also says Rampage. As does Sally. Are you sure you guys aren't copying each other's homework? It was Rampage. The Rock and Naomi Harris. And a giant ape. Or gorilla. You must have heard the tagline before. It does sum up the movie. Well, it does, yeah. Yeah, there are some more modern movies in here. So the next tagline, and that's a clue for the next one, because the next one is a modern movie. Tagline number 5. Chaos loves company. By the low standards of the other taglines, that might be the best one yet, but it's not a great tagline. Yeah. I didn't mind the movie. It wasn't as good as it could have been, but I didn't mind it. House of Dead, says Sally. Need for Speed, says Cindy. Okay, Sally, I've not seen any of them, I don't think. Okay. Chaos loves company is the tagline, Scott. If you want to take a swing at it. Need for Speed. Okay, he's going with that. No, it's a movie that came out this year. Borderlands. Not seen it, but it looked absolute shit. Dare I say the tagline might be better than the movie. Tagline 6. Last tagline in the round. Her legend begins. Yeah, I'm waiting for streaming, Scott. No way I was taking a chance in the cinema on that one. Her legend begins. So you all got a point for that one. Lara Croft Tomb Raider, says Cindy. Pardon me. Scott says Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider, not the Angelina Jolie one, says Sally. Okay. You know what? I'm in a good mood. So the answer is Tomb Raider, as in the 2018 one. So I'm just going to accept that as the answer for all of them. You don't have to specify. So you all get a point. Because I'm not sure if Cindy might have meant the older one, but no, you get a point, Cindy. Was he? Oh my God, I've got to watch that now. I love that actor. Okay, here's the trailer.
Lara.
Surname?
Croft? Lara, your father's gone.
Oh,
You
that's
could pick up
excellent,
where he
Scott.
left off.
What cast?
I see so much of him in you. Brilliant.
Hello, Sprout. If you're listening to this, then I must be dead. I found something. A tomb called the Mother of Death. If Trinity succeeds, our world is in danger. Promise me you will stop them.
I promise. I think I know where my dad went.
That's right in the middle of the Devil's Sea.
It'll be an adventure.
Yeah, I saw
Death
that.
is not an adventure.
You shouldn't have come here. But I'm glad that you did.
Oh, him.
What do you know about my father?
Now I see the likeness. The recklessness.
Close the tomb once and for all. The fate of humanity is now in your hands.
Can't be too careful these days. The world has gone bloody mad.
I'll take two.
Didn't know Walter Goggins was in it. I actually quite enjoy that one. Shame it didn't get a sequel. So yeah, you all get a point. And yeah, that's the end of the tagline round. Yeah, that's what I saw, Sally. So it's all even Stevens. You've all got 3 points. And that means you've all got 3 points overall. So one more round, round 3, which is a bit of a mixed type round. Okay. So question 1. Uncharted was based on a video game franchise from which production company? Was it A, Naughty Dog, B, Capcom, C, Square Enix, or D, Sega Sammy Holdness? Okay. All right, well, you might come back before the end, Cindy. Who knows? Bloody kid going crazy downstairs. You can probably hear him. I can read the question again and the options if you didn't get them. Oh, hey, Camille. The other two must still be thinking. Where are you guys? Have you popped off? Camille, I'll give you the question. I want the production company of Uncharted. And the options are A, Naughty Dog, B, Capcom, C, Square Enix, or D, Sega Sammy. Okay. Do you want the question again, Scott? Okay, Scott says C. Camille says C. Welcome to the game, Camille. I don't know if Sally's still around and playing, but I can give her a few seconds. Everyone's level, by the way, Camille, after 2 rounds. Everyone's on 3 points. Okay, Sally goes with Capcom. No, it was actually Naughty Dog. So it was a Naughty Dog. Same production company as The Last of Us. Okay, question number 2. Now, bear in mind there's 2 right answers for this. So I'm being generous. So there's 2 answers that will get you a point. But the question is, which of these is the title of a Netflix video game documentary? Is it A, Free to Play, B, The King of Kong, C, High Score, or D, Indie Game the Movie? So you've got 2 chances of getting a point. Scott says B. Camilla says B as well, which is King of Kong. Sally says C. High School. Okay. Okay, now bear in mind they're all real documentaries. But I said which one or which ones were Netflix documentaries. So you could add 2 possible answers. You could add Free to Play. So A, that would have been right. Or you could have had High Score, which was C. And that's what you said, Sally. So you get a point because High Score was a Netflix documentary series.
Video games afford you the opportunity to start over. In games, we all start at the exact same place to play together because we're all playing by the same rules.
Long before the internet, a handful of visionaries reimagined the world.
We felt that we were creating a world-changing technology.
I had no idea what to expect,
まあ何回もゲームやってみようというようなそういうようなゲームだったので。
Pac-Man is so cute. It is. It's so cute.
People no longer played video games, they played Nintendo.
It all started when our hero Mario had a very strange dream.
Having a fast console wasn't enough for Sega. They needed a new hit game.
やはりアメリカで人気になるようなキャラクターになってほしいっていう思いもあった。
You'd see kids screaming, Sega! Sega! They woke up Nintendo.
We have the biggest consumer electronics company on the planet. Coming after us? Awesome.
It is a sick video game. Shame on people that produce that trash.
I made the worst game of all time.
What we did back then was ahead of its time, but the time is now.
Pac-Man is very cute. It's official. Well done, Sally. Okay, this one should be up your alley, Scott. So the question is, which episode of Community do the characters spend most of the episode inside a video game? Is it A, virtual systems analysis, B, digital exploration of interior design, is it C, digital estate planning, or is it D, origins of vampire mythology? Yeah, I would like to check out that documentary. Camille says A. Scott says C. Digital estate planning. Any ideas, Sally, or do you just want to leave this one? Oh, did they? That doesn't surprise me. Okay. Well, I know Scott is a big Community fan, so I thought he would know that. So Scott gets the point. It was digital estate planning. And it's a fun episode. Let's take a look at a clip.
Leute, passt gut auf Pierce auf. Wir müssen ihn zu Hawthorns Thron bringen, bevor Gilbert da
In
ist.
German,
Und vergesst nicht, wenn ihr sterbt, landet ihr wieder ganz am Anfang im Lerngruppenraum. Also, nicht sterben.
Das war echt motivierend, Jeff.
Ja, ich bin früher irre gern gestorben, aber diese Rede hat alles verändert.
Klar, ihr mich auch.
Was ist das? Tötet es!
Das ist ein Mädchen, das eine Kuh melkt, Pierce.
Ich check das mal, das bin ich Jeff schuldig.
Ich hatte nicht vor, es zu erwähnen.
Ich bin Hilda. Ich lebe hier im Dorf.
Eine Lesbe.
Ich kann behilflich sein. Ich besitze Informationen zu vielen Themen.
Cool.
Der Thron steht auf Schloss Hawthorne nördlich von hier. Ihr öffnet das Schloss mit dem weißen Kristall der Disziplin, den ihr aus den schwarzen Höhlen bergen müsst.
Das klingt mir aber ganz schön nach Symbolik.
Genau, weißer Kristall. Glaubt ihr etwa auf Meth?
In so einer Stadt kriegt man normalerweise Vorräte. Mann, wieso ist meine Mom nicht hier? Sie hat gewusst, dass mir mein Wissen über Videospiele irgendwann nützen wird. Ich habe sie nie geglaubt. Teilt euch auf und durchsucht die Hütten. Wir können Gilbert nur schlagen, wenn wir uns stärker bewaffnen.
Weitere Informationen zu den folgenden Themen.
Ich kaufe und verkaufe Waffen und Rüstungen.
Cool, genau was wir brauchen. Gibt's irgendwas umsonst? Kriegen wir eine Fackel?
Annie, leg die wieder zurück.
Tut mir leid. Entschuldigung, tut mir wahnsinnig leid, oh mein Gott.
Oh nein, was hast du
Ein
getan?
Unfall.
Er stirbt.
Okay, warte, ich hab's gleich.
Nein, was machst du denn da?
Er hat doch so gelitten.
Ja, wegen der Axtwunden.
Everything sounds better in German. Okay. Things are getting interesting. Question 4 in this round. Which of these games doesn't have a 2025 film adaptation coming out? So which of these games doesn't have an adaptation coming next year? Is it A, Street Fighter, B, Five Nights at Freddy's, C, Until Dawn, or D, Minecraft? Oh yeah, I like that one. Oh, Cindy's back. Hello. Says C, Until Dawn. Sally also says C. Scott says A. See what Camilla thinks. Any ideas, Camille? Maybe she's nipped off again. No, she seems to have gone. I'll give her 10, 15 more seconds. Okay, no, she seems to have gone for now. So the answer was Street Fighter. That is getting an adaptation in 2026, not next year. So the other three have all got movies based on them coming out in 2025. Of course, Five Nights at Freddy's, it's got a sequel coming out. So Scott gets the point. And I think we have one last question. Yeah, one last question for the round and for the quiz. Okay. What is the subtitle of the first Final Fantasy movie, which was released in 2001? Yeah. Is it A, The Spirits Within, B, Advent Children, C, Degeneration, or D, Vendetta? So what was the subtitle for Final Fantasy? Sally says A. Scott and Sally both say A. Oh, why can't I speak tonight? They both said A. Cindy also says A. I'm going to give another half a minute for anyone who wants to answer. Anyone else? Before I reveal the answer. $15 seconds. $5 seconds. And that's it. The answer was A. It was, you can sort of barely see it, it's blurred out, but the answer was the spirits within. So you all get a point. So that's the end of the quiz. I think Scott has probably won, but I'll add up the scores. So Scott, I think you've won with 6 points. Cindy, you got 4 points. So that's pretty good. You came in the second round. Sally got 5 points. So that's pretty good going. It was obviously a low scoring game. I could see that video game movies weren't your specialities, but that's okay. So yes, Sally, you got 5 points. Well done. Well, yeah, it does make it more interesting if it's a low-scoring game. That way you don't tend to have anybody running away with it. So that is the end of the game, the end of the season, and it will return in the new year. I will actually go away and add up all the week's scores and see who won overall for the season. But Scott wins tonight. And I know I've got a quiz planned for January. So at the moment, that'll be the last one. The next one, I should say. But I might sneak in with another one before that. So 2 streams to promote. Friday Night Horror stream this week will be In a Deadly Nature. So I'm going to watch that for the first time. No problem, Cindy. It's been fun. So that's Friday night in a Deadly Nature. And just to promote next week for Thanksgiving, I'm watching an episode of Gilmore Girls because it's on a Thanksgiving theme. So that'll be next Thursday. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night. See you again soon.